Welcome to TradingLounge and the US tech stocks, and just starting with the NASDAQ here. So wasn't much price action overnight, but we're still on this particular pathway of this impulse wave. Obviously at the old high here, we're going to see more consolidation here, but this current high is going to become the foundational support for another testing over here for that. So we'll whip through the stocks pretty quickly. There wasn't much to not a lot of movement, but enough to talk about a little bit. So with Apple here, we're looking at, let's just go back a little bit from wave 4 here. We're looking up for wave 5, so we're still need to move up here further for this. So between 4 and 5 here, we're looking at 1 and 2, and then building up here for wave 3. So we've got 1 and 2 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just opening this up a little bit. Our target's still the same at 200, and so we'll see this up to this point, and then this wave 4 here can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So it's always good to have a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then we should see a push up here higher. So we've got plenty of long positions in Apple. We're just going to stay long, and we'll be taking the money off up here, but we'll talk about that further in due course. And Amazon here, as I've mentioned with Amazon here, it's really all about this 130 here, and it's about group 1 and group 2 above, group 1 and group 2 above. That's its little swing range, so it's kind of happily in here. And what it's doing, it's basically trying to find support on the 130. Now each time it's doing it, it's sort of edging up there a little bit further, but the main point is that in terms of the trend, we are seeing impulse waves to the upside. So in fact, I could put this over to here actually. I think I might even do that. I'll give that some thought. I'll just put this over here. I mean, at the end, the top of this trend from wave 4 here to wave 5 will need to tie we'll need to tie the markets, or most of the markets, in together to have a particular high together. But there's still further upside to be had here. So we'll just continue to move to the upside. Okay, Meta Platforms is more of really just a swing trade to the 300 here. So we've got a few positions in here. We still want to keep the stop out of the way at this point. Once again, it's pretty much got the same sort of patterns as Amazon with all of this here. And we're still yet to push higher, but we should sort of, when they come back from holidays, it should push up quite strongly from here. Because of where we are within the structure of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So we're still getting impulse waves to the upside and corrective waves to the downside. So we should see this push up. But as always, we've got that, the closest largest number is 90. So we'll push up there somewhere, and then we're going to come back and check these old highs again here, and then it's got to work itself, off again and those sorts of things. So give it a little bit of time there. We're coming over to Netflix. Everything's going according to plan. We've got quite a few positions in here. We sort of held through here, took a little bit of profit off here to ease the pain, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a very clear impulse wave here, wave 2 here. So another impulse wave here for 1 and 2 that we're looking for yesterday. That's in play here as well. We've got high to go. So once again, we're going from 4 here, going up to, I don't know if I've got it here, but up to wave 5 here. So we're looking for 5 waves up here. You could add positions here if you would like to, just depending on what you're doing. But this wave 3 up here on all the stocks, some stocks are different of course, but this particular wave 3 here, and it may not reach that far, but that's the exit. So after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherever it ends up, that's what we'll be looking for to exit, because the wave 4 that this is going to produce is going to be, it could be time consuming. It should be bigger than this wave 4, so to speak. So Yeah. Alrighty, so NVIDIA is next, and we've had this as wave 3 and 4 here. Now, in the after hours market, it was pointed out to me that we've got an extra low in here for this, which does make, does finish this structure off quite nicely, and that means that wave 1 would go to here in that case, and still wave 2 to here. So the question is do we look at this here as wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, or do we look at it as wave 3 here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and moving up? It doesn't really matter in a way, because it's still going to be moving to the upside here, because in a way we've gone, even if we looked at it here from the after hours, which is probably the right thing to do, then 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to do a little task. I forgot where I was up to as well. Not that I'm getting sent off, but I'm not far from it, I have to say. Anyway, this could be counted differently, but the takeaway is that we need to be above this wave 3. So this is the next biggest number up here. This getting through this top here is going to take a little bit of time. It's the top of group 1, so, and you got the high there, but so there will be some resistance here. So I may not have the right count for this. But yeah, the target will be up at this 450. We'll just see how this plays out here, and I'll be able to understand how to put this together. But yes, that extra low in here will probably be this low over here for that. Okay. Let's move along. So we've got Alphabet here, and once again, this is a bit of a different fish, this one here. It's in the same pond. It's, you know, it's moving with the ocean, so to speak, with the other waves, and yeah, we need to be sort of above here. So it's going to be kind of interesting, really, with all of this. We'll see how it goes, but we could probably count this a little bit differently as well here, in different ways. I'm just really looking at this here, you know, I think this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this is 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. So I think that's okay. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't really put this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 over here because of this overlap here. So unless we're looking at corrective patterns. So anyway, I'll just leave it like this for the time being. I think we're on, you know, we're, like I said, we're seeing impulse waves to the upside. So I think that we're all good. Unless I could put wave 5 over here. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? It's possible. An A and a B and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's possible. I'll just label that there just to just to give me that idea. And then an A and a B and a C wave over here, maybe. I mean, it looks a bit like that, doesn't it? We'll just play around with it a bit. But anyway, our main step, and we should see this when we come back from holidays, getting support on this level here. And then we can build in through here. So I feel like we're doing all the right things. We've kind of, you know, DCE'd across here, dollar cost average across here. DCA, is it? Yeah. So, so we're doing all the right things. We just need to sort of hang in there. It's that sort of, you know, that the tension of it all. And Microsoft in the same boat as well. So, but yeah, everything's looking pretty good here as well. Maybe we picked up another position in here somewhere for this. You could also look to add again. You know, when I put the tops here like this, as I say, is that you know, we need to sort of, there will be some type of you know, little classic trading levels pattern there for that, you know. So you don't need to sort of chase it. It's good practice to be patient as well, you know, even if you're a young blood, you know, even more so there, you know. Okay, so Tesla, that really sort of jumped away here. I wanted to get a few more positions in here on that, but that's just not the case. So I'm just going to remove these. I mean, you could buy it back here as well. But we've got a couple in here, and you may have got this one in here, you know, all those sorts of things. But as far as the crow flies, we've got... we'll be looking at something like this here, I would imagine. Probably not going up that high. What have we got over here? Nothing. That's all good. So really in this case here, I could extend this out further as well, but that's kind of it in a nutshell there. Okay, and that's our target area there. This wave 4, you know, could be small, could be big. Technically it can come back down to here, all of those sorts of things, but I think, what have we got here? We've got a few I don't know what's beyond here, but I think that was the first one actually. I was a bit late getting out of bed on that one, but yeah, we sort of got through it a bit here and we're in, so yeah, it's not too bad, 220 to 300. There's worse things. But that's it at that point, so that's looking good, and that's it really. So I'm just making it a bit quick today, okay, so not a lot there to talk about. Okay, cheers.